Smooth 1J says this whole situation remind me that I don't want no fame in this world. Just in my own lane, get into the bag and take care of my family. I feel you. I feel you. I used to say the same thing before I even live started. Some of y'all know this story because y'all have been with me for a long time. Before I even started live stream on the internet, my goal was to play the behind the scenes, and I gave other people that was around me the idea, and I told them I would be the editor, I would be the producer, I will put it together, I will start the channel. Let me do this for you. Let me put this in the put this in the bag for y'all, and they fumbled it. And I hated the idea that I had to get visibility. I was one of the last people in my family and everybody that I know that actually joined Instagram. I was the last person on my family to join TikTok. But I knew that this was the thing that I was supposed to do, and I knew that this was the thing that I was supposed to be a part of. I just didn't want the visibility that came along with it. Long story short, they messed up and they didn't believe the way that I believed. And it was like, nah, man, YouTube is dumb. Only stupid people are YouTubers. And this was a long time ago. This was 10, 11, 12 years ago. And I was like, are you crazy? This is it. This is the way that we reach the people. This is the way that we get to it. No, you stupid, whatever, so on and so forth, right? And I actually called somebody on a live stream once and she was telling y'all, for those of y'all that was around at that time, she was telling y'all that, you know, this is what happened. And she kind of confirmed it. Sometimes you don't have a choice, is the point that I'm making. Sometimes it's not about what you want. And I genuinely admire the people that are able to do that if they are not called to do something that then requires for their voice to be out there or for them to be visible, and it just comes with the game. But for a lot of us, for some of us, you can't have one without the other, and your purpose is just is what it is. It's not something that you asked for. It's not something that you necessarily wanted, but it's something that you learn to love and embrace because that's just a part of the game. It's just a part of the game. It's not always something that you want. Somebody said, Anton, do you what did they say? Something about fame? Let me see if I can find it really quickly and then I'm gonna read the super chats. It said, is fame worth it? Um, I think that's hard for me to answer because I don't consider myself famous. I know just yesterday, and shout out, listen, let me first of all, I want to do this. I want to acknowledge everybody that's in the chat. I want to acknowledge everybody that's in the chat because I think we was at like 986 yesterday. Subscribers on my main channel, which is the Anton Daniels channel. And today we officially have crossed over 900,000 subscribers. So first and foremost, I want to say I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank you for holding me down, and thank you for bringing the visibility. We are last 28 days. Actually, it's 2 days behind. On average, we do over 60 million views and close to 3 million watch hours every single month. And that's not including this channel, that's not including After Hours, and that's not including the Darth Anton channel. So I want to say that I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are the greatest of all time. I do not take y'all for granted. I've always been humbled by the idea and by the fact that you guys are holding me down to this extent. So I just want to say thank y'all. Thank you to those of you that discovered me midway through my journey. Thank you to y'all that discovered me and been holding me down since the beginning as a part of the original 100,000. And then thank y'all to everybody that's new here because without you, this is not even a thing. It doesn't even make sense. So thank y'all for the 900,000 on this channel, for the almost or the Anton Daniels channel. Thank y'all for the almost 400,000 on this channel that we own right now. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the almost 100,000 on After Hours. Thank y'all for the 60,000 on the Darth Anton channel. We just on YouTube alone, we had like 1.5. All right. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. But with that being said, somebody said, is fame worth it? I don't know because I don't think that I'm famous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm recognized, I'm known. I went into the store to get some shoes yesterday, and it was people that was, showing me a lot of love. Somebody said, "Oh man, I seen your truck and I seen it on the internet, and I just wanted to come in." And there was some people that was already in there, and then there was some people that was from New York that was just visiting and said, "Hey man." So people were showing me love. But I'm not treated like a famous person. I would not say that I am famous. I don't feel like that. I don't think that. I don't think that just because you got 900,000 subscribers on one channel and you get a little bit of visibility in the city that you're from, that you would consider yourself famous. You know what I'm saying? I think that fame, in my opinion, is Drake, it's Kendrick, it's, George Clooney, Denzel Washington, is you go somewhere and you just get mobbed and you can't do nothing and you can't really shop. It's Adam Sandler, um is Speed. Speed is famous to me. I Show Speed is famous to me. Um I'm trying Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is famous to me. It's levels. You know what I'm saying? It's levels. I don't think that I'm me. I think I would have a big runway to go before I can consider myself famous. You know what I'm saying? If that was to ever come, which that's not something that I'm asking for. But when people say famous, I think that we need to start putting it in perspective. I'm not famous. I am known in my city, and I got visibility in other places, and I can go places, and I get love, and I get recognized. I'm not famous. I think that there's people that are famous, and then there's people that are um, huge. Let me tell you what I think what the levels are, and I'm literally putting this in perspective while I'm thinking about it. I think there are megastars, and megastars are Taylor Swift's. All right, that's a megastar. Trump, that they are people that they're known anywhere in any corner on any face of the world, and anywhere that they could go, they could shift the economy. That's a mega star. You see what I'm saying? A Michael Jordan, a Michael Jackson when he was alive. And then there's famous people, the I Show Speeds. They one tier under. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere that they go, people are gonna fall over or whatever, but they not quite, President Trump level. You know what I'm saying? And then there's people that are huge. And those are like, the people that they still got to wear glasses and maybe a mask inside of the airport in order to not get bothered too much, or people taking pictures of them and then posting it on the internet and saying, "I seen this person." But they not like speed level, but they pretty significant, and they gonna pretty much get recognized anywhere they go. And then there's people that are like, they got some visibility and they got some love. They get love in the streets. I think that that's where I'm at. Like, what is it? If you got A, B, A is mega. That's Trump, Taylor Swift, and them. B is I Show Speed in them, right? They slightly there, one level under that. C is you got to wear a mask in the airport. You may not necessarily, C is, I don't know. Who would you name? Who would y'all say a C is? Maybe Rick Ross. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of athletes, a lot of pro athletes, Jamal Crawford, a football player that by default everybody don't just automatically know that they are unless you Tom Brady. all of the regular football players, a hockey player or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a C. Jay-Z, no, Jay-Z is definitely a B. Jay-Z is definitely a B. And my Jay-Z may be like A-ish. Jay may be A. Because his association with Beyonce might make him A. Jay, I would put him at probably A. Like B plus A minus. But Jay ain't Trump. Like, you know what I'm saying? He not Trump. He not Taylor Swift. Jay is like A minus, B plus. I would say that if I was to rank myself, I would probably put myself at a D. You know what I'm saying? Probably like D level. And if I'm lucky, maybe one day I can get to C. I don't really see anything more than C unless you do something really significant, like win a big house seat or, you know, transform politics or something like that. But I would probably put myself at like a D. Maybe a D-list celebrity. I sit front row at the places that I go to. I'm a courtside of the Detroit. I'm not courtside at the Lakers. I'm courtside at Portland. You know what I'm saying? I can get some tickets for you and I can make sure that you know what I'm saying, get to where you going. I can make sure you're safe when you coming into my city. You know what I'm saying? I got one or two security that roll with me when I go to other cities. I'm not none of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm a local celebrity. I'm a local celebrity. I'm the man in my city. I'm the man in my city, but I'm not even the most famous person in my own city. So I will put myself at like D level. I wouldn't put myself at, you know, anything more than that. I think that anything more than that, you just go, you real, I don't know, you just trying to manifest some stuff. Nah, hell no. Eminem will shut this whole city down. Eminem, I can't even tell him that. I can't even say it. I can't even say that out loud. Listen, Eminem moved like the president. I'll tell y'all that. As far as when he out and about, I believe that M is a recluse because he can't even live a regular. M can't go to the grocery store. I would never want to be that famous. I would never want to be so famous to where you can't even walk around or do anything. You can't do nothing. You can't do anything. He can't go to the grocery store. He can't show his face. He can't walk down the street and just be a normal person. He can't just do regular shopping. Everything he do, it got to be ahead of time, careful, handlers, all of that stuff. That can't be fun, bro. I don't think that that's a fun place to be in. I'll CD. I'm a C student anyway. My goal is to at most be C, and I don't necessarily want that, but I know that there's more resources and stuff that come with that. CD is cool. I'm a lifetime C student. Keep me at CD. C. Give me a D plus, C minus. I'm passing. You passing if you C plus or you C minus, D plus. I graduated, nigga. I graduated. I'm right there. I never dropped out. Didn't have to get my GED. I got my diploma, and I'm making sure that I'm right there. I'm right there. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Let me tell you what the beauty is of being a CD is in the visibility world, right? Because somebody said you got a friend. Professor says, thank you for saying that because I got a friend that says he wants to be famous one day. I said, no, you can't go anywhere. That's not what you got to be scared of, Professor. You know what you got to be scared of? Listen, I'm in the space where I can go broke and I won't necessarily be looked down upon. Like I could still go get a regular job and I can get it passed. And like, yeah, man, listen, life be hitting you hard. It just is what it is. People that's like C plus, like B, A, and AA, C plus and above, they gonna